is the Super Bowl window closed?
Man, the quest for 6, ever since I was in elementary school, right? This has been kind of the motto out here.
Mhm.
I think if we're just being real, right? Take a step back, take maybe your fan hat off out there. The window is closed, right? Like last year, everything lined up perfectly. The NFC was weak. The best teams, if we think about it, were probably Green Bay and maybe Detroit. They
Mhm.
were they were up and coming. They were not established. They hadn't really made any playoff runs. It was all lined up for them. The AFC has been stacked for a minute, but in the NFC, it was all lined up. The NFC West was pretty weak. The roster, the 49ers had been there so many times. They had won NFC title games. They had lost NFC title. They had been to a Super Bowl and lost a Super Bowl and knew what that felt like, right?
And it was healthy-ish and not too old yet.
Was it? It was healthy. Yeah, it was super
Yeah.
healthy. Like not even healthy-ish. It was super healthy, right? One of the top healthy teams in the league. And I don't care what he says. I don't think Kyle Shanahan knew the rule. And in overtime, when he said, we're gonna kick the what do you say? We're gonna kick it?
No, we want the ball
We want
first
the
because we
ball.
don't want Patrick Mahomes to get the ball second. Oh, well, he's guaranteed to get the ball second. Oh, well, we want the ball first so that we get the ball third. Oh, well, they were going to go for 2 if they got the. Oh, well, we want the ball first because our defense was tired. Like, what?
Get the ball third was one of the most crazy things I ever heard, right? Like,
Yeah.
obviously, you don't give Patrick Mahomes 4 downs to get a first down.
Right.
And I think even on that final drive, did that happen twice? Did they have 2
I believe
fourth
it
down
did.
conversions?
I believe
One
it
or
did.
2, but is it closed? I hate to say it. It is. Last year was it. Like they were head and shoulders better than any team in the NFC, and they fumbled it away at the end.
Yeah, and now they're not head and shoulders better than every other team in the NFC. The Lions have clearly passed them. It's going to be ugly this week in Green Bay, most likely. And it's old. Like, what is Christian McCaffrey going to be like next year, even if he has a full off season? What is Trent Williams going to be like next year? George Kittle's having maybe the best season of his career. Can he do it again next year? Or is this a team that's full of diminishing returns going forward?
Yeah, you know what's crazy to me? Talking about CMC for a second, right? These are serious injuries he's dealing with. And if you watch the Detroit Lions play, they have 2 great running backs, right? 2 great running backs. Just watch the way that they give Montgomery a series and then they give Gibbs a series. If it goes longer than 7 or 8 plays in that drive, they'll rotate the other guy in, right?
Mhm.
There's a couple things that does. Obviously, it keeps them fresh, but also there's people are competitive. So if I'm a running back and somebody else is getting carries and yards, I'm naturally gonna run a little harder, right? And it's crazy to me that when CMC comes back with Achilles tendonitis or whatever he has, he's literally playing 95% of the snaps on the heels of a guy, Jordan Mason, who's looking like Marshawn Lynch half the time, right?
Mhm.
So, yeah, man, there's a lot of things that are up in the air. Is the window closed? I think it is, unfortunately. But I think the faster 49er fans get behind that, the faster the organization gets behind that, the quicker they can move on.